Good morning. Go ahead and tap the screen, share the live. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to Morning Flow. This is really to start your day in flow, start your day consciously. Just because we're oftentimes very unconscious, so we're running around and doing 50 billion things. So morning flow is a way that I've learned to set the tone for my day, both mentally and emotionally. So welcome in. Okay, so we're gonna start with 15 minutes of movement, just gentle movement, nothing crazy. 15 minutes of meditation. We're working with a prosperity meditation heart. And then we'll do some journaling. We're working with the journaling prompt, Who Am I? So we're getting present to that. And then finally, the last 15 minutes is planning our day. So based off of who it is we be or who it is we create, then we plan our day accordingly. Okay, so let's go ahead and start some movement. Go ahead and roll your shoulders back and down, back and down. Roll your shoulders back and down. Roll them backwards. Roll them forwards now. And backwards. And forwards. And backwards. And forwards. All right, so go ahead and lift your arm nice and big. Lift your arm nice and big. Lift your arm. Let's move it with some breath. Big inhale. Big inhale. Big inhale. Big inhale. Big inhale. Both arms. Right, there you go. All right, here we go. Right arm nice and straight. Imagining that there is a piece of string tied to the tips of your fingers, pulling you up. Right and over. Back to center, up, and over. Left side, big inhale. Imagine that there's a piece of string pulling you up, and then eventually over. Back to center, pulling you up, and release. Both arms, nice and straight, pulling us up, and relax. Same thing. Go ahead and inhale up. Pulling us up, and relax. Very good. Go ahead and shake that out. Now we're going to put our hands behind our back. So big inhale again. Go ahead and fold your arms. And really we're opening up our chest. Big inhale, chin up. And opening up all in here and all in our chest area. And release. 2 more times. Big inhale. And release. 1 last time. And release. Go ahead and shake it out. Shoulder roll again to the back, just as we're getting those shoulders nice and loose and relaxed. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to do some cat-cows. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see the cat-cow. Hands are going to go on the knees, right? Remember, cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cow. Exhale, cow. Cow. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And very good. Go ahead, come back to center. Come back to center. Now we're going to imagine that there's a rubber band wrapped around our midsection. So just go ahead and visualize, imagine, picture, and pretend this large rubber band wrapped around. Go ahead and button your belly button to your spine. Zip up that lower abdomen, especially in your sex organs, rectum, and in your perineum. Go ahead and lock all that down, pulling your diaphragm down. And hold as a contraction for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Big inhale, right? Remember, we're going to scoop our pelvis up and in, so zipping that lower abdomen. Imagine that there's a rubber band wrapped around, buttoning that belly button to your spine, and then pulling in even more. And hold for an ab contraction for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead, relax one more time. Imagine a nice big zipper zipping up that lower abdomen. Imagine that there's a rubber band all around your midsection, buttoning that belly button to your spine, contracting your abs in, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and release. All right, so now we're gonna stand up. Remember, we're gonna stand up intentionally. We're not gonna stand up unintentionally. So we're gonna put both of our feet flat on the floor. Our heels really is gonna be doing the work. We're gonna activate our quads, activate our hamstrings, and activate our glutes as we shift our weight forward. We're also gonna make sure that our abs are nice and tight, so let's go ahead and contract that in. Go ahead and zip your abdomen up from the bottom. Imagine that rubber band pulling your abdomen in, buttoning that belly button to your spine. Now your abs are nice and locked in. Before we do this, heels nice and flat, and we're gonna shift our weight forward. Go ahead and shift your weight forward and pull all of this in when you come up. So pull your abdomen in when you come up and contract. So we really wanna hold all of our abdomen in, and now we're going to work on our quadricep. So go ahead and grab your foot, but keep your abdomen nice and tight. Keep it all cinched in, buttoning that belly button to the spine, zipping yourself up, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and release and relax for a few moments, right? And again, with our abdomen, we're imagining a zipper up here. We're gonna cinch inward, then we're gonna button our belly button to our spine and contract and hold. Left side, quadricep. Go ahead and grab your foot and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and release. Very good, right? Holding again. We're holding everything in, right? Zipping it up, buttoning. We're keeping everything in. And now we're gonna lift our calves for 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go for 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to turn to the side because we're going to be working on our hamstrings. So again, we're going to just keep our abdomen nice and tight. We're going to zip that belly button in. We're going to keep our abs contracted. We're going to inhale up, exhale, hinge forward at the waist. Go ahead and relax down, nice and gentle. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Nice big relaxation for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and bring your abdomen up, rolling it up, vertebra by vertebra. Right, back again, big inhale. And exhale, hinge forward. and stop halfway. Hold that, and then exhale, relax down for 1, 2, 3, 4, shake your head yes, shake your head no, and 5, go ahead and roll up, vertebra by vertebra. I kind of was lazy there. Big inhale, and last swan dive forward, go ahead and stop halfway, making sure that abdomen stays in. As we come down, shake your head yes, shake your head no for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead, reverse one dive, back up to the top. Very good. Big inhale. And exhale to the side. Back to center. Big inhale. And exhale to the side. And back to center. Big inhale. Exhale to the side. Back to center. Right. Big inhale. Exhale to the side. And back to center. We're going to do a little bit of a squat action here, right? So we're going to come down and up. So squat down and up. Squat down and up. Remember, our feet are going to be parallel to each other. Our heels are going to be planted firmly, and then the movement's going to come from our quads and our hams and our glutes, right? So we're just going to do about 10 here. We're going to come down there, back up. So squeeze it back up, right? So come down, squeeze it back up. Make sure that your abs stay contracted the entire time for 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Very good. And bring everything back in. Remember, contract. Go ahead and imagine that there's a zipper zipping you up, cinching your waist, buttoning your belly button to your spine, pulling it in and holding for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and shake it out. Relax it out. All right, very good. So we have a little bit of movement action happening. So your body's moving. Hopefully you've got some good blood flow going now. So now we're going to move into our meditation practice, right? So we're going to be doing a har. That's what we've been working on. We're using a Kundalini prosperity meditation, and the meditation only lasts a few minutes. It's not super long. We're going to do about 5 minutes. You can do it as short as 3 minutes, as long as 11 minutes, but not longer than that. So Kundalini Yoga uses a combination of mantra, mudra, and breath. So the mantra that we're going to be using is har. It's going to come from the back of our throat. Har, 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 right? And then we're going to be pulling on our abdomen in. So har, 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 right? And so that's what we're going to do for about 5 minutes. Our hand position, which is our mudra, is going to be like this right in front of us. So like this, and I'll leave it on camera just so you can see it, right? And then we'll be going har, 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 right? So that's going to have how we're going to do it. First, I'm going to tune us in. So I'll tune us into the meditation for today, just so that we get connected with higher self, right? So I'll do the tune in plus a little chant for protection, and then we'll get started. I'll inhale us in, and then we'll go into har, har, har. All right, very good. I'll go ahead and tune us in. If you know how to tune in Kundalini, you are more than welcome to join. Otherwise, you can just listen in, whatever works best for you. Go ahead and inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Guru Dev Namo me, Jugaad Kudename, Saad Kudename, Siddhukude, Vedame, Ad Kudename, Jugaad Kudename, Saad Kudename, Siddhukude, Vedame, Ad Kudename, Jugaad Kudename, Saad Kudename, Siddhukude, Vedame, Very good. That was our tune-in. Now we're going to go into our heart meditation, and we will begin now. Let me grab the time. All right, good. Here we go. Big inhale. Heart, 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 heart. Eye gaze is gently closed with a little bit of slit, looking at the tip of your nose, right? For 4. Heart, 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 heart. About 2 minutes has passed now, so keep going. Keep that eye gaze on the nose, keeping that heart. I know sometimes it can get challenging, but keep going. We're almost there. You can do anything for 2.5 minutes. And continue. Heart, 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 heart. Excuse me. Heart, 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 heart. So now that you have about a minute left, right? So we'll keep going. Keep focusing on that tip of the nose, keeping your mantra steady, keeping your hands in proper position. That can be a challenge. We have about 30 more seconds. We'll keep going for heart, 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 heart. Last couple seconds. Very good. Big inhale. Bringing all that breath and energy into your head, holding it, holding it. Hold that breath. And gently relax. exhaling out, very controlled, very controlled, very, very controlled. Wonderful. And that concludes our prosperity meditation. I haven't had a chance to put it in the communities yet, so if you're looking for it in the communities, I haven't put it there. There is like an intro to meditation, but I'll make sure today I put those in the communities. If you're not a part of our community, there's still time to join. Also, too, I teach classes. So this is Morning Flow. I teach it Monday through Friday. It's about an hour long, and we go through 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of journaling, and 15 minutes of day planning. So this is in the calendar section or the event section. I'm currently teaching Intro to Holistic Medicine right now, which just started yesterday. Still time to join. If you want to, go ahead and click the link in the bio where it says register for Intro to Holistic Medicine. Fill out the form and away we go. If you don't want to attend the class and you just want to get into the community and learn like that, not a problem. Go ahead and join the Holistic Lifestyle community and get all of the updates and all of the things that we are doing to really stay holistic. Okay. So now we're going to move into our journaling session. Okay, so we've been working with this journaling prompt of who am I, right? Morning, blessed high rising. We've been working with this journal prompt of who am I? And so we want to create who we are every single day. We get to decide who we are. And so we get to decide. So how I get to decide is I tune into myself and I ask myself kind of what vibe am I feeling today? Where am I at today? And then whatever comes up, I kind of stay with that. So I'm going to do my meditation. I recommend you do the same. Big breath, eyes closed. So I'm going to ask myself, who am I? So immediately I'm productive, I'm prosperous, and I'm healthy. So I'm going to write those down. I'm productive, I'm prosperous, and I'm healthy. So that's who I am today. I'm productive, I'm prosperous, and I'm healthy. So now what I want to do is I'm going to script in the first person. So I'm going to script in terms of being productive, being prosperous, being healthy. And what does that look like? What does that sound like? What does that feel like? So I'm really going to immerse myself in those 3 adjectives. If you get more adjectives, it's okay. If you get less, it's okay. 3 typically is a good number. And so what does it mean? You want to write in the first person to be productive, right? So I give myself permission to be productive, right? And so if I'm choosing productivity, I'm choosing to be focused. I'm choosing to be self-assured. I'm choosing to be confident, calm. I'm choosing to be relaxed. I'm choosing to be at ease, at peace. I'm choosing to be organized. These are all the things that I'm choosing if I'm choosing to be productive for the day, right? If I'm choosing to be prosperous, I'm choosing to pay attention to my accounts billing, pay attention to, the invoicing that's coming in there, right? Being profitable in terms of, pricing out my services or, reaching out to customers who, haven't paid or haven't been in a while, etc. So I can embody, right, being prosperous, right? And prosperous isn't always about money either. I can be prosperous in my relationships. I can be prosperous in my home. I can be prosperous in so many different areas, not just in the area of money. So I'm going to go into self. I'm going to write about, right, being prosperous. So as a prosperous person, right, I give myself permission to feel prosperous, right? And so in that choice of choosing being prosperous, right, I'm choosing to be abundant, resilient, self-assured, calm, expansive, loving, kind, right? Those are all my words that come out when I'm talking about being prosperous, right? And so I would write those down, right? This is me, right? How I feel, how I am, how I be, right? This is what it looks like. What it looks like, sounds like, feels like, experiences. So take a few minutes with that. And again, you can choose your own words. You don't have to choose mine. Right? So make sure. All right. And then my last word was of health, right? So what does it mean to be healthy? Who am I if I'm a healthy person, right? I feel relaxed, I feel calm, I feel centered, I feel strong, I feel self-assured, I feel at peace, right? What are the things that I feel if I'm choosing to feel healthy? Right? Not the things I don't want. So let's say if I'm in pain, I don't want to be pain-free, right? Because that's just going to bring more pain. Instead, I want to be soothed. I want to be calm. I want to be, vibrant. My body is in alignment, with my healing process, whatever. Right? So we just don't want to be in the affirmative. So what you don't want to put that you want, right? So I don't want this, or I don't want that. Or not this or not that. No, you want to put in the affirmative. So if you don't want to feel pain, what do you want to feel instead? You don't want to feel sadness, what do you want to feel instead? You don't want to feel stress, what do you want to feel instead, right? So it's just this even exchange back and forth. So again, take some minutes. And these are questions you could ask yourself every day, but also throughout the day. Sorry, I'm all yawning today. So, especially if we're being someone we're not, right? So what do I mean by that? People will often take you out of your character, right? There's a certain way that you choose to be, right? And so other people with other people's stuff, their baggage, their stress, their pain, their suffering, whatever, right? Not our problem. They come to us and wanting for us to self-abandon, leave who we are to be whoever they need for us, whether that is the villain at the time, whether that is the rescuer, whether that is, whatever role we're serving, right? And so we must really know ourselves and be true to ourselves. So our yeses are yeses and our noes are noes, right? So who am I? Right? I'm self-assured. I'm assertive. I have boundaries. I respect myself. I honor myself. I love myself, right? I don't overgive, right? There's that I don't anymore, so we don't want that, right? So I give what's equitable for me, right? So that's how we switch out I don't want for another word. I am choosing to be equitable. I'm choosing to balance my generosity with my receiving. That got a little funky, so I turned it down a little bit, right? Okay, so again, we're journaling. Let me turn this off. This is a little distracting. All right, there we go. Let's do something a little bit more calm. There we go. All right, so we got our journal prompt. We're journaling, who am I? We're getting really clear about who we are today. Today, I'm prosperous. Today, I'm productive. Today, I'm healthy. That's who I choose to be. So because I choose to be that, I choose to embody that, right? So what are those adjectives that I'm going to choose to embody? You don't have to embody that. You can do anything else you want. It's not, necessary. You could do nothing if you wanted to, right? But we're trying to set some intention for our day, some intentionality, some consciousness, some mindset and emotion that we can work with and live into and be into. So here we are. Who am I? We're going to continue this inquiry into who we are. We're going to go ahead and go into meditation. Choose 2 to 3 words that we're going to embody today. Then we're going to write, as we're in the first person, about that. So I'm productive, I'm prosperous. I'm healthy. And what does that look like, sound like, feel like? If I'm healthy, what does that mean? That means I'm doing my meditation. That means I'm doing a workout. That means I'm drinking water. That means I'm eating my protein. What does it mean to be healthy, and how can I assume that today, right? So assuming that, meaning how can I make it easier for me? I can make it easier for me if I assume that that is the reality. If I set the tone for the day that I'm a healthy person, this is what healthy people do, I write that all out, what will happen is I'll notice my decision making, my logic, my reason will be a little different. So definitely play with this today. Working in this, who am I? I'm prosperous, I'm productive, and I'm healthy. Those are my words. And in being productive, right? This is what I be, right? In productivity, I'm focused, I'm relaxed, I'm self-assured, I'm accomplishing things succinctly. Everything is getting done, right? That needs to be done. All the deadlines are met. Everything is paid on time, in full, right? And I feel the pressure taken off of me because I am so productive. So now I get to sit in that feeling of productivity. And I choose to go to like the end of the day in productivity where I've worked a lot and now I'm kind of like, right? So that's what I want to feel by the end of the day. I want to feel, right? So now we look at prosperous. What does that look like? What does that sound like? What does that feel like? Abundance, right? I'm abundant. People are helping me. You know, the world is opening up, lots of opportunity. I'm being offered lots of different assignments, different projects, etc. I'm in demand, right? People know my name, people come to me, etc. People need help, they need support, etc., right? So prosperous, right? So prosperous meaning that I am manifesting and creating, I'm bringing it back to me, what I'm putting out in the world. So we just write that from the first person, who I be. And just take a few more moments with this. Who I be? Who am I? And remember, this can change every single day. It can stay the same. You know, if you're really working on something and you really want to affirm it, you can keep that going. I like to tune into myself at the beginning of the day and see what comes out, just because I'm always kind of changing my mind left and right. So this is a good way to kind of help solidify what I need in that day, because it may be different. I mean, I didn't think I needed healthy, but I got it. So there we go. I'm going to stay there. Right? And I'm going to work with it. So I'm not going to resist what comes up, right? So if a word comes up and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not going to push it away. I'm not going to, you know, pretend like it doesn't exist. I'm going to acknowledge it and I'm going to bring it into the fold. So go ahead and continue writing. Also write how you want to feel today, what you want to get accomplished today, because we're about to move into our day planning. Very good. Now go ahead and just write, like data dump, a list of things that you need to do. It can be a short list, it can be a long list, whatever that list looks like. I've got my list from yesterday. And so you're just gonna go ahead and take a pen and you're gonna just jot down, just stream of consciousness, all the things you have to complete today. And don't worry about, you know, how you have to get it done, etc. And just take a few minutes, much more. Dump out everything that's in your head. And then you want to organize it in buckets. So maybe this is a home bucket, maybe this is a work bucket, maybe this is a relationship bucket. kind of organize it in terms of buckets. And once you've got them all organized, you're going to choose 3 to 5 tasks. Now you can choose one from each bucket. You can choose one whole bucket. However you prefer. I like to kind of choose one from each one. That way I'm moving forward with all areas of my life, not just one. Sometimes I will focus on just one area if I want to knock things out really quick. But in this case, there's a long list for everything. So I'm just going to grab one off the top of each one, and that's going to be my focus. When I put it in my schedule, right, so I'm going to now tell my time what to do. When I tell my time what to do, I'm not going to, schedule it back to back. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space. But furthermore, the first thing I'm going to start with my schedule is prioritizing myself. So I'm going to put my meal breaks in there. I'm going to put when I'm going to prep. I'm going to put when just my normal breaks are, just so that I have reserved some time in my world to relax. And be at ease, right? So that's what I'm doing. Just really honoring myself and the things that I need to get accomplished today, but really prioritizing myself first, my needs first. My food, my water, my movement, my meditation, all of those are in my schedule first and foremost before any task goes on it. And then I'm going to look at my buckets. I'm going to prioritize my tasks, and I'm going to put my tasks in order. Hey, Tata Kisses. I'm going to put my tasks in order to get accomplished for the day. I'm not going to stress myself out if I don't get things accomplished. If I'm not in that headspace, it's okay, right? This is a practice to stay consistent and be consistent, but it doesn't always mean that, during the day everything flows well. So do your best. Forget the rest. So now I'm just going to find my schedule. Again, prioritizing myself first, my water, my movement, my food. Then checking over what are those buckets? What's the most important bucket to work on? Let me go ahead and grab that. Let me grab a task from that bucket. Let me find a perfect spot to put it in my schedule. And maybe there's bandwidth issues. So maybe in the beginning of the day, I have more energy. After lunch, I may crash, right? So also it's knowing, okay, I really want to get these things knocked out. I tend to do the things that I dislike the most first, because that way it gets done, it's out of the way, right? If I wait till last to do it, usually it won't get done or it get pushed off. So I prioritize the things that I'm resistant for first and foremost in my schedule. That way it's sure to get done, right? And that way I want to get it done and want to hurry through it, not rushing, but just get it done so that I can move on to something else that I enjoy. It's just another way of tackling your schedule, another way of looking at your schedule. All right, just continue writing it all out, what it is you want to create for your day. Go ahead and take a few minutes. And just going through, and I find that when I structure my day like this, I get so much more done. I'm focused, I'm attentive, everything, things just really work much better when I do this. When I don't do this, I'm like because then I'm just reacting off of my emotions, right? If I have a plan going in and I have an execution strategy, then it takes the pressure off of my brain. I can just relax in, look at my schedule. Oh, I've got to work on this. Oh, let me focus on this. Oh, I need to work on this, focus on this. Or sometimes the time comes, I'm like, oh gosh, I really want to finish this. Let me wait. Okay. So there's that too, right? So go ahead and finish journaling. I'm going to grab a little cup of coffee. I will be right back. So just finish journaling. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. perfect. Thank you so much. Got my little coffee. I'll set it right here. Okay, so we have these buckets in our lives, right? We have all these areas of our lives. We have, yes, okay, so if we feel stuck, right, we want to honor that stuck feeling, right? So I give myself permission to feel stuck, and it's okay, right? I give myself permission to stay connected to my stuckness, and it's okay. And I recognize that I'm holding on to my stuckness, right, as a way to avoid, right? And so I give myself permission to be with my stuckness and hold on to my stuckness, and it's okay, right? So we're not going to reject it. We're not going to abandon it. We're not going to push it away. We're going to hold it, okay? So we're going to be with it. We're going to acknowledge it. So if we're stuck, right, it's okay. We're not going to judge, right? So even we do this, right, and we still feel stuck, that's okay. Why do we feel stuck? Because we need to let go of some emotional wounding, right? That's why inaction happens. So we have a thought, then we have an emotion, and then we have an action or an inaction. So if there's an inaction when we feel stuck, it's an emotional wound, right? So we go into ourselves, right, and we ask ourselves, right, what needs to be healed? What needs to be healed? I'm willing to see this differently. I'm willing to do my part. Show me. Show me what my part is. Show me what you need me to do. I'm willing to do my part. I know that this can get better. Show me how good it can get. Show me how good it can get when I let go, when I surrender, when I release. Show me how good it can get. Because oftentimes we're wired, right, to assume that only bad is going to happen to us, right? So that show me, right, show me, how good it can get, right? That allows for expansion. That allows for, more room, more movement. That's all it is. It's just movement, right? So if I'm hoisted down in the right, I'm righteous, right? I'm a fixed way of being. So a fixed way of being is I'm either right or wrong, I'm good or bad, I'm validating or avoiding validation, I'm dominating or avoiding domination, right? So that's kind of the rackets that I run on myself to hold on to this feeling of being stuck. Because if I hold on to this feeling of being stuck, I don't have to actually look at, accept, acknowledge, or deal with any of this other stuff, because I can blame it on being stuck. So if I choose to just acknowledge my stuckness and embrace my stuckness and just be with my stuckness, right, there's no resistance. I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to be stuck. I'm choosing to be present. I'm choosing to forgive myself for being stuck in this moment. And when I'm ready, and only when I'm ready, and never a moment before, I'm willing to do this differently. I'm willing to see this differently. I'm willing to do my part. Show me. Show me. Show me how good it can get. Show me how good it can get. Show me how I'm supported. Show me how I'm loved. Show me how I'm in divine order. Show me how I'm living in my flow. Show me how I am being at peace with myself. Show me. Just show me. Show me what I need to know. That's all. And then we do our best and forget the rest. It's not about judging ourselves. It's not about ridiculing ourselves. It's not about, constantly trying to fix ourselves. We're not broken, right? I give myself permission to feel whole, and it's okay. I give myself permission to embrace my brokenness, and it's okay. I give myself permission to accept that I'm broken and recognize that I'm healing, and that's okay. And the reason I affirm the brokenness is simply because a lot of times we have these false beliefs. So that is something we have to reframe out, because we're truly not broken, right? However, our thoughts tend to create those, right? So I'm broken goes in this conversation of I'm stuck. All of that is in the same wheelhouse. It's an inferiority. It's looking at you as though you're not enough. So it's observing I'm not enough, right? So it's probably a core belief that brings it up, which is why no matter what you do, it can't come out, because this is the core of who you are. So a lot of times this happens when disappointments. If you've tried to do something and then it didn't work and you got shut down and you got disappointed, a lot of times it's difficult to now kind of regenerate back, meaning to be more resilient, right? Because we get knocked down and then a lot of times we stay there. So I give myself permission to stand up. I give myself permission to do my part. I give myself permission to be in love. I give myself permission to be productive. I give myself permission to be at ease. I give myself permission to be at peace. I give myself permission to be, right? Just be. So we're soothing ourselves, we're talking to ourselves, we're connecting with ourselves, right? Very good. Nice. So I give myself permission to be with myself, and it's okay. I give myself permission to be grounded, and it's okay. I give myself permission to be still, and it's okay. I give myself permission to be conscious, and it's okay. I give myself permission to be present, and it's okay. I give myself permission, right, to be with myself right now. Right, we're setting the tone for our day. Thank you guys so much for coming to Morning Flow. This is our time where we really set the tone of our day. 15 minutes of movement, 15 minutes of meditation, 15 minutes of journaling, and 15 minutes to plan our day. You are so welcome, Tata Kisses. Thank you for coming every day and showing your support. Yes, we got a little reframe there. Perfect. So definitely join me for Intro to Holistic Medicine. I will be going live today to kind of do an info session again just for an hour. So definitely hit the bell. And I will post the time. I don't know the time quite yet. And so I'll look at it. And if you're not a part of my community, please join. If you still want to register for the class, there is still time. There's no fee for the class unless you want a certificate or CEUs. Then there is a fee, $39 per month or $110 for the entire course. It is a 3-month course. 12 weeks total, 4 weeks of the foundations of holistic medicine. We're going to be working with 1 questionnaire and 3 biomarkers, our urinary pH, salivary pH, and our respiration. And we're really going to learn how to treat ourselves, what we have going on using objective analysis. In addition to that, right, we'll be working on different modalities. We'll be working on nutrition. We'll be working on meditation practice. We'll be working on also, movement, meditation, and also our nutrition. So we'll be seeing how these different markers and these different numbers, move us in different directions. So we'll be working on all those modalities for about 4 weeks, and then we'll integrate it all in the last 4 weeks in terms of case study and understanding. So definitely join us. It's going to be a good time. You'll learn a lot about yourself. If you don't want to go into a class, that's totally fine. You can still join our community discussions by clicking the Join Our Community. You'll enter into our Holistic Lifestyle community. We do have other communities, but that's the one that you'll be going into. And that community is really about treating yourself and your family and your community naturally. It'll have all of the events that we have, various different resources and tools, including a healthy eating guide, including a holistic makeover guide, really to help you get started in your holistic journey. So my name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. I like to say that I went to school so you don't have to, right? And so I'm here to educate you every morning. We do morning flow Monday through Friday, so definitely hit the bell, register in, and again, we have our info session as well as our longer lecture on Saturday at 11 a.m. if you're interested in learning more about holistic medicine. So, all right, beautiful souls, I'm going to go run for my day and get my day going. Thank you guys so much for starting the day with me.